Hi, this is Camille from my Junk Journal Heaven. I have something I want to try. I don't know whether it's going to work. If you watched my last video, you watched me make these little things that folded in together. I have my little sample thing here that folded like this and fold in together. And I wondered if I could do something similar to that with this large paper. So I'm going to try it. I don't know whether it'll work. This is a 12 by 12. And I think I'm going to need to fold it on this side. If it doesn't work, you won't see this video. How's that? And this will become scrap paper for another project. Okay. And what I did before and what I'm doing now is I'm folding this into quarters. I'm just going to ink the edges a little bit. This is kind of an antique map collage paper that I got somewhere. I don't even remember where I got it. But I'm going to see what I can do with it now. I'm not sure if this is going to be the right way to fold this or not, but we'll find out real soon. I know I'm probably out of camera here. And I'm going to fold that one the other way just in case I needed it the other way to get it to fold how I want it. So sometimes I think these things that fold, it's better just to fold them all the different ways anyway. So maybe I'll just do that. It makes them easier to fold into the project they're supposed to be folded into. So how are you? Hope you're all good. Nobody's sick. Nobody having problems. Did I do them all different directions? Yes. Okay, now, if I do this right, it should fold in like this and this, which isn't the way I want it. So it's going to fold in like this and this and down like this. There we go. So it worked. But now I have to decide what to do with it because it is 6 inches, so it's too big for my journals. That's a bummer. I'm going to need to cut some off of each end of it, each side of it, because my journals are only 5.5 inches. Should have done that before I started the video, huh? Oh well. What I'm going to do is cut I'm going to put it over to here and cut this much off. Well, I guess I could. No, I don't like the way it cuts when I do it very close. So I'm going to do it this way. This should be enough. Get it right up against that edge there, and that should be about 1 inch. Just a little less than 1 inch, so it'll work. And I'm going to do all the sides the same. And then it'll work. So you should, if you're going to do this for your journal and you want it large like this, you should start out with an 11 by 11. So maybe I'll do another one and start it out at 11 by 11. I have strips of paper to do something with. Now it should still fold together like it was supposed to. Yep. There we go. And I do want to do something on the other side of it so it's not so white. I have some stencils. I don't know whether I want to use those or what I want to do with it. I might want to glue something else on the other side. But let's see what we're going to make out of it. It could be glued into a journal and then folded out like that to be written on. In which case I wouldn't mind the white. I don't know which way this goes. There's writing on there, but I sure can't read it. So you would glue it down and open it up like that, or you could put it in a pocket or a belly band. What do I want to do with it? I don't know. Let me try another piece. Let's try this one. It doesn't have anything on the back of it either, but let's try it. I think it could be interesting to decorate and to use. Well, I really don't know what to do with that one to decorate it, except to stencil on the inside. This one, I can see what to do to decorate it. I think they're little strawberries. And it doesn't have a direction, it goes all directions. Yeah, they are strawberries, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut 2 inches off of each side of this one. Since I haven't folded it yet, I will cut 2 inches off. Oh, that other one shouldn't be 11 by 11. It should be 10 by 10. What was I thinking? I'm going to cut a 2-inch piece off of 2 sides of it. And okay, now we have that done, and I will once again fold it. Now this one's going to be a little bit smaller because I cut it actually down to where it's 5 inches exactly. The other one's a little bit bigger than that. And I do want to get the creases in well. Okay, let's do the other side. I was thinking that was cut crooked, but it was just that it didn't want to fold right. Okay, and I'm going to do in the other direction. And then we'll do this side. I've been tea dyeing and coffee dyeing paper. I have a big stack of papers that I tea dyed. I had never tea dyed before, and so I bought green tea and black tea. And of course I get them at Dollar Tree, so they're cheap because I don't drink tea. And I thought the green tea would dye my paper green, but it actually turned out a kind of a, almost like the vintage photo ink. They almost turned out that color. I thought it was really interesting. Okay, now we wouldn't want to put this in the book this way because it'd be too big. So it's definitely going to have to go in. And I can't, yeah, it's not directional. These go this way and those hang that way, so it's not directional. So I don't have to worry about that. And I think I will ink it a little bit. Give it some character. And I'll be back with you in a minute. Okay, I'm back. And now I just have to decide what to decorate it with. Thought I inked all of it. I guess I didn't get all the sides inked. Okay. Now if I glue it into a page like that, it's going to pull out like that. And that's okay. It could be glued down to the bottom. You know, this could be glued into a page and then it could be a tuck spot on the back. That's not a bad idea. Okay. So I really want to crease these down so it lays down flat. And then I need to decide how to decorate it, but it definitely does need to go. Yeah, it needs to go this way, I guess. So at least some of them are right side up. Or this is bothering me because some of them are and some of them aren't. Okay, I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to decorate this. Ooh, got a bruise on me. I have a paper clip. I think I'm going to try and hold it together with a paper clip for right now. And we'll see what we want to put on it. I want it to be pretty and kind of fancy. And maybe this one. To put inside of it, something to put inside on the pieces in there. At least some of it. Okay, I need to do the outside. Let me see here. It's pink. Oh, I was going to try some ribbon or some lace. Okay, I found the laces that I want. I don't know if I want that one on there. Oh, I don't know about this one. It needs to be darker lace or something, but I might want this one on here. I guess it'll depend on what I'm putting with it. And I think I got both of these at Dollar Tree. I know this one came from Dollar Tree, but I think the other one did too. When they carry lace, which isn't always. Okay, I like that. Let me get some, I think what I might do is put this one on here, but I'm gonna ink it a little bit. I've never inked lace before, so I probably should have coffee dyed it while I had my coffee dye out, huh? My coffee slurry out. But I didn't, and it's gone now. Oh, that's better. It's a little bit darker. That'll work on that better. Okay. Okay. Now, let's look at what I want to put on this one. I want it to be pretty. So, let me see what I have here. I have doilies. I have all kinds of fun things. And I have some pink flowers. I want to put pink flowers on it. I don't know if they're the right pink. I think they might be. Haven't taken them out of the package yet. These flowers all came with these little gold things too. That might be pretty on there too. Put a pink flower and some of the gold. Let's see here. There's a whole bunch of pink flowers in here. Let's get them all out and see what I have. I got these from Temu. I haven't been ordering much from Temu because most of it now comes from a local store. and they charge shipping. Let me see here. Kind of blends in, but it's pretty, isn't it? I think I like that. Then I could put some gold kind of behind it to be kind of a surprise behind it. At the side of it or something. I don't know what that. Let's see, I like that one. Okay. I gotta get all these put back in here. I have flowers. Oh, I have green flowers. That would be pretty on there too. That might have been even better. Kind of goes with the green. Doesn't blend in so much. Let's do the green. Now that I've gone to all this trouble with these, let's do the green on there. Well, you know, I've got 4 parts of this, so maybe we'll do pink on one and green on another and who knows what. I also have yellow. I don't want to use those. I have white. They're pretty, but they wouldn't do very much for it. I have some lavender, and that's not going to work. And I have some larger ladies. Do I want ladies on here or not? Oh no, that pink goes with the flower, so I could use her on there. And I'm going to use green on one. I have a green lady here. I only have 2 sides on this, right? I'm going to have to look at this. Put this one back. I think I only have 2 big squares I can decorate on this one. Yep, just the 2 squares, and if I glue the one down, then I only have 1. So we won't use the pink. We'll use the green. I think it'll stand out a little bit more. And then we'll do some different things on the white part so it's not all so white. Oh. Do I want a doily? I don't know. I don't think I want a doily. Not those anyway. Maybe part of a white one. Or I don't have a green one. No, don't think I'll use a doily on this, but I'm going to leave that out for a minute. I'll have to put this back in anyway. I have this fine lady. And a nice green flower. I'm going to get out one of the gold things that go with it. If I can get one to come out, all I can get is there. That'll come out. Kind of put that so it's, I don't know that that's how they're going to go in there, but that's good for now. Let me see, the green one came out of here. Okay, I'm going to put it away for right now and see what else I need. If I do these in the lace, I think I'll put the lace on first. Now, is there a right or the wrong side? I don't know. This one looks better on this side, so that's the side I'm going to say is the right side. And just in case you didn't know and you have a manicure, you do not want to get your Fabri-Tac on it because it will take your polish right off. It has acetone in it and it will take your polish right off your fingers. So be very careful when you're using this. Getting very much out of there. Hope it's enough. We can only hope. Which side did I say was right side up? I think that's that one. I'm going to put that down along there. And I'll trim it after it's dry. Now I think this is going to need something besides these few things on it. I think a ticket would be a good thing. If I have a ticket that'll work. I know I have words that are green that would look good on there, but I kind of like to put a ticket on it. I don't think a gasoline coupon looks good with her. What about that? Should I put her on it or should I put the flower on it? I think we'll put the flower on it. Put that one back in there. Close them up before I spill them. You know, you go to all the trouble of picking out your paper that you're going to use on these, and then you cover it up with things so you don't actually see it that much. But that's the way it goes. Maybe I do want her on it. And the flower up here coming out from the back. Yeah, I like that. That's not an umbrella, that's a parasol to cover her up in the, to protect her from the sun. It's funny how the ladies back then wanted to stay pale and not get any sun on them. And today everybody wants to go out and get suntanned. I don't tan, so I don't even try. If I'm going to do anything, I usually burn. And then peel. I get a little bit of tan on my feet. Like you really want tan on your feet, right? Oh, I should have cut off. Yep, I'm going to have to do something here. I need to lift her up a little bit so I can put this underneath her. Okay, there we go. There we go. That works. And then I'm going to put the gold on here somewhere. I could put that right there. Like it's growing next to her. Not real noticeable, these little gold things. I don't know whether you see them or not. But they're kind of cute, so what the heck. I don't know if you can see it. I'll put it up there so you can see it. Can you see it? Okay. Now I need to trim this off. And I am going to take some of my other glue and put along the edge of it so it doesn't fray. I actually have fray check somewhere, but I don't know where it is. It's with my tatting stuff. I haven't tatted for a while, so I don't know where it is for sure. Okay, now, I bend her up a little bit? I don't know. Smooth that down. And then I want to do something on the insides here. A little bit of something to make it prettier than just plain. It'll fold out and be journaling. But I can put something on it. But something like this could go kind of behind something else, right? I think that would work. And I have pink on the front, so I probably want pink on here. So I'll take that. And let me find another pink one. Sort of pink, but I want more pink in it than that. That's pink and yellow. That's pretty. Okay. Oops. I'm going to take that one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this one in half. To go behind the other two. And then I'll have to cut some off the bottoms of them, of course. These could be pockets, couldn't they? I could make those into pockets. It needs to be backed with something if it's going to be a pocket, but I can do that. I can do that. Let me see here. Get out my handy dandy cards here. Perfect size. Okay. Perfect size to back them so that they're not so lightweight. And now I've changed my mind to what I'm going to do. These are going to go over here on the squares. So the journaling spots will be inside that. Is that what I want to do? I was going to put them on there, but I just think I'll stencil or put something thin on here. Okay. Let's do some glue. You probably can't see anything what I'm doing, can you? All right, let's glue these down. Should spread the glue around. It's already moved. Oh, come on. Move back where you belong. Nope, it's not going to, is it? It moved and it's not going to move back. All right, we'll just have to trim it up the way we want it then. And this side I'm going to fold over, so I don't need to trim it at all. Is that how I want it folded, or do I want it folded more? That makes a good size pocket. Although, now that it's thick, it probably doesn't need to be folded over. So I think I'll just cut it off. We'll just trim it off now that I've already caused a crease in it because I did it while it was wet. And I'm going to lose some of this anyway, so I might as well do it now. And how much do I need to lose? This whole thing is just developing as I do it. I had no idea what I was doing here, what I was going to do with this. So this is a whole different thing than what I planned. I don't know if I planned anything, but this is totally different than what I had the idea for. But I kind of like the idea of it now. Okay, I hope I'm in camera. That's the trouble with big pieces. You can't always tell if you're in camera. And I don't need to go all the way to the bottom with this, I know. Oops. I should just keep it like that. And then it goes into it. So the glue is always ready. And I can hardly see where the line is, so if I get my head in the way, I'm sorry. I need to see where it goes to up here. Oops. And I moved that one over too. All right, there we go. No, you stay over there. And up there. I guess I don't quite want it on the fold up there. Oops, need to wipe all that off. Okay, and then this is going to be glued down here to be a pocket. And I can make a little notch in it. Not a big one, just a little one because I don't have that much space. To keep it still green, or do I want it like this? I want it like that. So I'll do the little notch over here. Okay. A little bit of inking. You don't have to ink, but I like the definition it gives to things, so I ink. And this is just a little bit. It's just a minor amount of ink that I'm going to do with the glue that does a thinner spread than that one. Thinner line. Now, what am I going to put in this, you say? I'm probably just going to put some paper in it to write on, to journal on. Oops, and you know what? I cut it too small. That's okay, I don't want it all the way up to the top anyway. I'll bring it down to the bottom. I don't want it into the fold, but that one should have been even with it. Oh well, it's not perfect, but neither am I. Okay, now, oh, I got more glue here. I need to cut this off. And it goes like this. And I think what I'll do is I'll ink this side over here pretty heavy, since it's not quite right. Okay. Next. Next one is going to be over here, and it's going to open up this way. So I need it to be right about there. And I'm going to glue this onto here, and then I'll cut it down, and it's going to get cut at the bottom. I might as well just cut it to start with, that part. I tore it off funny. Okay, let's do the glue. I don't think I have any stories to tell you. My sister and brother-in-law are talking about moving out here at some point. Hopefully not in the very far distant future, but he gets 2 weeks off between Christmas and New Year, and so he was telling my sister, well, we should go out there, take our trailer and drive out there and look around and see what there is. And my sister said, you know that we would get there about Christmas Eve and have to leave the day after Christmas because of the travel time, because they live in California and I'm in Alabama, and unless you want to drive yourself crazy traveling real hard, it does take a little while to get here. So she says, you know, nobody would be showing houses on those days, so they're not coming then. But I'm hoping they're going to come at some time in the near future and find a house, and he'll decide to retire and come and live down here, because I really would like them to live close. And my kids who live here would love them to live close. That's the only aunt and uncle on my side of the family. And they would like them to live closer to them. Well, they're their great aunt and uncle, but they're my kids' aunt and uncle. They're my grandkids' great aunt and uncle. But they would all like them to live here too. They love them. So we're all hoping. We're all hoping. And if they sell their house in California, they can well afford to live here, because it's much cheaper to live here than it is there. Okay, now I gotta trim this one down some on the sides, and then I'll mark it and get it trimmed to the I not need to trim it that much because I got it all crooked to start with. Alright, let me get rid of these scraps and see if this is the right length. No, it is not. Still too tall, so we will cut it. Oh, and I gotta cut some off of this side. I see white there. And I spread the glue in that one. Okay, there's that, and then I need to even up this side a little bit. Got a little bit of the white card showing. Okay, that should be good. And I want it to go this way because that's the way it'll open up. So I'm going to make my little notch over here. And once again, I'm going to ink it a bit. Guess I need to re-ink my dauber. So personally, I can't wait for him to come out. My sister's just about my best friend, and we talk every couple of days on the phone. When she was out here, when I had my surgery, we had a real good time. So I hope they move out here soon. And I am once again going to ink along the edge here. I don't know if you can hear my little dog behind me doing her little crying. She wants me to play with her. and I can't play with her till I'm done, till I am finished. Glue this part down. And when my sister and brother-in-law move out here, they're going to travel in their trailer, and they bought it so that there's room for me in it too, so we can go places together. Which I'm excited for, because my husband and I never got to travel out here to go places. The only place we went was back to California and to Utah. Okay. Now, is it going to fold up right? Yes, it is. It's a little bit heavy. It's a little bit thick, so what I'm going to do when I glue it down is glue it on 3 sides so it's a pocket. And then I'll probably have to put a clip on the top of it, a paper clip or something. And what I'll do is I will make a hidden paper clip to put on that, so it's pretty. I know you've seen me make hidden paper clips before, so I'm not going to do that, but that's what it's going to have, is a hidden paper clip. This one, I don't know yet what I want to do with it. I still am looking at it, trying to decide. It's got to have something on the inside and on the outside. I'll get back to you on that. I may put just coffee dyed paper on the inside to write on, so it's not so plain. I'll get back to you though. I could put pockets in that one too. I don't know. I never know what I'm going to do. But I'll show it to you in my next video if I get some ideas before then. In the meantime, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing if you're a subscriber. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. I appreciate that. And I'll see you next time. Bye.